going on, guys? Pog here and welcome to today's video. In this video, I'll be reviewing this 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. Now, special thanks to Murray Chrysler here in Okotoks, Alberta for allowing me to come down and film this beautiful Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. If you are in the market looking for a vehicle, I will have their link in the description so you guys can check out their inventory. So here is the key fob for this 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. You can see here in the back, it does say that it is the SRT key fob. On the top here, we have the unlock, we have the lock. Over here, we have the button to open up the tailgate. So pressing this twice will open the tailgate. We can press it twice to close it. Next thing here, we have the remote start, so pressing this twice will start the Jeep. Sounds great. Pressing it once will turn off the Jeep. Last button here we have is the panic. Now, this Jeep SRT does have keyless entry, so I can just leave the key fob in my pocket. I can then come up to the vehicle, to the driver's door, put my hand behind the handle. You can see the door is unlocked. I can then push this button to lock the doors. Now, we also have push button start, so I can just put my foot on the brake and push this button to start the engine. So let's turn on the headlights, fog lights, as well as the hazards. Now the lights aren't flickering, this is just the camera doing it. So coming up close, you can see here, we do have the turn signal right over here. Got the side marker, the daytime running light right over here. This also has the automatic high beams. These are the headlight washers. Got the 7-slotted grille with the blacked out inserts, the blacked out Jeep emblem. Have the functional hood extractors, a nice air intake right there on the bumper. Now the SRT does have these really nice fog lights, have the parking sensors nicely integrated. Here's the other headlight washer. Has all these nice sparkles right there. Got the windshield washers right there. Now this one here is the diamond black Chrystal pearl. Now here are the black 20-inch wheels wrapped around in the Pirelli Scorpion all season round flat 295/45 ZR20. We also have the SRT high performance Brembo brakes. Looking at the side mirror, you can see we have the turn signal marker. Got the Grand Cherokee blacked out right there on the driver's door. The SRT also has the blind spot detection, so you have the triangle right there on the side view mirrors. It's also heated mirror. Got the blacked out window trim. Here is the SRT Brembo rear brakes, and then the 20-inch wheels, of course, wrapped around with the 295/45 ZR20 Pirelli Scorpion Zero tires. We got our middle brake light, the shark tail antenna. There's the rear wiper, and then the rear glass washer. The tail lights right here. There's the rear parking sensors. Backup camera nicely placed in the center. Blacked out Jeep emblem. The SRT emblem right there. Has the dual exhausts right over here, sounds really good. And behind this SRT cover is where you will find the tow hitch. We have the turn signal on the side mirror by the passenger side. Again, you can see it's heated, as well as the blind spot detection right there. Here's a closer look at the hood. Grand Cherokee right there. The passenger door also has the keyless entry, so pushing the button will lock the doors, and then you can just also unlock it. So here we have the 6.4 liter Hemi V8 producing 475 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. So let's take a look at the rear cargo room. There's the button right there to open the tailgate. Once it opens up, you can see here there are two lights for the nighttime, so it's nicely illuminated. Looking here on the right side, we have the hooks here for like grocery bags, a 12-volt outlet right here. These are for the privacy cover here. Just like that. Got more hooks over here on the left side. And then this button is what you will use to close the tailgate, which is really nice with the Grand Cherokees, because if you can't reach the tailgate itself, it's nicely lowered, so it's a lot easier to press for shorter people. And looking here, we have the speaker. Looks like it's the subwoofer. Got the floor mats right here. Right now it has the all-weather floor mats. Those are the carpet floor mats. Underneath this thing, we do have some storage. These are removable bins, so you can remove these. We also got the spare tire, and then this is because the Jeep has the capless fuel system, so if you do run out of gas and you need to use a fuel can to just bring you some gas, you will be needing this right over here to be able to fill up the Jeep from a fuel can. There's another one right there, and of course there's a spare tire with the tire jack and all that. And this right here is for if you do need to have this open, you can just get it hooked like that, so it holds this in place. Now, something I noticed, because I used to own a 2017 Grand Cherokee SRT, and there was a flashlight that would charge over here, so you always had a flashlight that was charging, but now that's gone on this 2021. I'm not sure when they removed it, but you know what, that's a really cool thing I really liked, but it's gone now. Here we have another storage space. Got some tie downs over here, and then of course there. And another thing it's missing from like my previous SRT is it had like some nice chrome rails over here with the SRT, and now that's gone as well. But I mean, honestly though, I think this is better because it's not gonna have your cargo sliding around, but the other one just looked a bit cooler. The middle seats do fold 40-60. And you can see when you pull this, the headrest does fold, so you can easily still fold the seats. And once you have everything folded, as you can see, you do get a lot of cargo space. And here we have the rear passenger door. You can see here we have this carbon fiber trim. There's the nice chrome looking handle, and then this part here is nicely suede, and then we have this leather over here with some storage space, the window control. There's a speaker here, and then a cup holder right over there. There's also a grab handle, some net pockets behind the driver and passenger seat. Now here in the center, it looks like we have some mode adjustments, and then we also have the vents over here that adjust, and then 2 USB ports, and then there's a power outlet. The rear seats are also heated. There's the all-weather floor mat right here. You can see it says Jeep, and they do connect here in the middle. Here are the rear seats. Got the leather on the sides with the suede inserts. There's also the red seat belts. And then folding this down, you'll see there's 2 cup holders. There's a hook right here, so you just push it and it comes out like so. Really like the headliner. It's really soft. And then there's also the sunshade for the panoramic sunroof. It's like there's also some speakers there in the back. Now let's take a look at the passenger space. So here we have the passenger door. You can see we got a speaker here, the carbon fiber right over here, the door handle, some storage space here for the missing buttons from the window controls and all that the driver's side has. The front windows are fully automatic. Lock and unlock, some storage space. Again, we have that nice way that just goes in the portion of this part. Looks great. The leather here, and then the Harman Kardon speaker system, of course. Some storage here, as well as the cup holder. Looking over here, you can see the passenger seat. There's the leather as well as the suede portion, and it does say SRT right over there. The red seat belts. The passenger seat is also fully automatic using these buttons. There is the all-weather floor mat, Grand Cherokee right there. And then here we have the lockable glove box compartment. It's also really soft touch. Here's a vent over here. And now let's take a look at the driver's side. So opening the driver's door, you can see we do have a lot of buttons. So first of all, there's this top portion, which is nice and soft. There's the carbon fiber here, and then the handle, the mirror controls. Now the SRT mirrors aren't automatically folding. You have to do them manually. Full automatic front windows, as well as the automatic rear windows. They're not one touch, however. Here's to suspend people from opening the windows in the rear, as well as the unlock, as well as the lock. And then some pocket here to also close the door, of course, but you can put some stuff in there. Got the 2-person memory seating, the speaker, as well as some space here. Also the cup holder. Looking at the steering wheel here, you can see behind there are the pedal shifters. Got the radio controls to adjust volume, switch track. There's one also in the back right over there on that other side. Got the wipers and turn signals and automatic high beam control. The steering wheel is electrically adjustable. Now looking here, you can see the headlight and fog light controls. This is also for the instrument cluster to adjust the brightness. Here is the button you press to fuel up the Jeep. So pushing this, it opens up the fuel door. And then you can see here it has the capless system, so you don't have to untie any cap for your fuel. Got the manual foot parking brake. And then right over here is where you can see the hood latch. Here we have the driver's seat. You can see it's pretty similar to the passenger seat. Got the nice suedes over here, SRT, the red seat belts. It is also electrically adjustable. There's the lumbar support. And the SRT also has the aluminum sport pedals, and there's also this door sill plate that says SRT. All right, so let's push the button to start the engine. Now looking here at the steering wheel, as you can see here in the middle, it does say it's the SRT. We have the controls here to adjust the center screen here, so we can go between different modes. Can check the diagnostics of the car, and then there's a lot of ways you can customize the screen. There's the device, here's some trip information, and then average fuel economy, adaptive cruise control. Now you can control that using these buttons here. So this is the normal cruise control, and then this one here is the adaptive cruise control. So pushing this, you can see it turns that on, and then you can adjust the following distance. using these two buttons. Going further up over here, you can see we have the SRT pages, so it shows us the recent 0 to 100, 0 to 160 kilometers an hour. There's the reaction time, and then over here, of course, it's showing us the last and the best. So it can track a lot of cool stuff. And then there's the G-force here. This is the voice command, so pushing this. Set temperature to 21 degrees.
Setting temperature to 21 degrees.
There's also your phone answer as well as phone hang up. It is a flat bottom steering wheel, of course. So you can see the front driver window is fully automatic. Up and down, so is the passenger. But the rear ones, you have to hold them. Now looking here at the headliner, you can see we have the sun visor. Got some illuminated mirrors. Here we have the reading lights. There's also this one here, so you can have either one, whichever one you prefer. This will open the tailgate. Have the home link over here. This is for the sunroof control, and this is for the sunshade control. Here's the passenger one. SOS assist. Here is the 8.4-inch Uconnect system. So we have the media, we can have source select. So Bluetooth, auxiliary cable, USB 1, USB 2, Sirius XM, FM, AM. This is for the climate control. So you can see we can adjust it using the touch screen. It is really responsive. Or we can just use the physical buttons to adjust. And of course we could have also used the voice command to do so. Here's the different positions. Front and rear defroster. You can use the touchscreen or you can just push the buttons. It's nice to have physical buttons for everything. Here's the volume knob, the power button. In the controls, we have the heated seats, vented seats, heated steering wheel, as well as the heated and ventilated seat for the passenger. The backup camera you can access by just touching there. It does have the guidance lines, as you can see. It changes with the steering wheel. Going over here to the apps, you can customize this. So let's say you want to have your backup camera easily accessible. You can touch and hold and replace the controls, for example. And now wherever you are, you can just touch here and your backup camera will activate. If you change your mind, you can just go back, find the controls, touch and hold, and just replace that. Now, since this is the SRT, we also have the SRT pages. So let's go to the performance pages here. So it's loading currently. And here we have the home screen. We can see the power, G-force, click to add a widget, and then we also have the current gear. So if I just shift to drive, you can see it just shows first. Here we have the timers, gauges, oil temperature, oil pressure, coolant temperature, and all that. We got the G-force, engine. So if I just rev the engine here, we also have the dyno. Looking down here, you can see we also have launch control. It shouldn't be active because the vehicle only has 18 kilometers on it. So it will say launch control unavailable, new vehicle. And using this knob, we can switch to snow mode. So you can see there, it shows the snow. We can go to tow. There's the auto. Let's go to sport. And here we have the track. Here we have two cup holders. Now, shifting the vehicle to reverse will automatically turn on the backup camera. Then we have neutral, drive, and then pushing it to the left, we can now shift manually. Opening this compartment, you can see we do have 2 USB ports, the auxiliary. There's a 12-volt outlet right here. And this is actually quite a bit of storage. Now this center armrest is really soft touch, and it has 2 ways to open it. So using this one, we'll open up the smaller compartment. And then using this one, we'll open this bigger compartment. You can see there's a light over here, and then there's also this marker saying there's another 12-volt outlet right there. Now there's also the navigation screen, so you can see the map. We can see 2D North Map as well as 3D. Here we have phone. You can have it connected with Bluetooth. Here we have settings. And one thing a lot of you guys might not know is there's the touchscreen, but you can also use the tuning knob to go and check on some settings. You push that, you can enter, you can uncheck things. It's a pretty cool thing that I personally didn't know when I owned my Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. This is for parking in parallel or perpendicular, so the Jeep can do it itself. So pushing this, it'll ask me to shift to drive, so let's do that. And then we'll push it once again. And you can see now, it is searching for parallel parking. If I press OK, it will switch to searching for the perpendicular parking. So using these buttons, I can just open up the sunshade. It is a one touch. And then pushing it again will open rest of the way. And then using these buttons, you can open and close the sunroof as well as vent it. I'm not going to be doing that because it is really cold outside. I usually don't do it with my personal vehicles, so I'm not going to be doing it with this one. And if we go to apps, you can see we have the projection manager, and this car does have the Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto as well. And it doesn't matter which USB port you end up plugging in your lightning cable to, the first one or the second one, Apple CarPlay will still work. And here I have the window sticker for this vehicle, and these are in Canadian prices. So you can see the base price starts at $78,895. You can see the exterior color, it's the diamond black crystal pearl, the interior color, all that good stuff, and then the standard equipment, so it's got all the safety stuff. And then here are the optional equipment, so you can see the paint was an optional cost of $275. There's the trailer tow group, which is $950. SRT high performance audio package, $1,995. High performance brakes, $1,295. There's the red seat belts, that's an option, $95. The dual panoramic sunroof, $1,995. And then of course we have the semi-gloss black aluminum wheels, $995. Total price of $88,490 Canadian dollars. Here is the fuel economy. You can see it says city is 18.3 liters per 100 kilometers, highway 12.6 liters per 100 kilometers, and then combined 15.7. I personally was averaging around 18 liters per 100 kilometers with my 2017 Grand Cherokee SRT. Well, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.